Welcome to the VoiceMe Podcast, information and advice on the world of voiceover, presented by VoiceMe.co.za, the South African search directory for voice artists and related services. I'm Andrew Sutherland, founder of VoiceMe, and over the next few episodes, I'm going to go over some of the different kinds of voiceover categories out there. These are going to be quick, short episodes to give you an overall view of each one. On the VoiceMe site, we've split these searchable categories in our cast engine into 12 broad groups. These are not the be-all and end-all of voiceover, of course, but generally speaking, almost any voice recording will fit into one of the following: advertising, commercials and retail, audiobooks, AV corporate or explainer, cartoons and animated characters, dubbing and ADR, e-learning or educational, live events and MC, promos, lineups and imaging, singer, vocalist and rapper, telephony, in-show and documentary, and video games and apps. Some projects may have some overlap. For example, the job may call for you to voice an animated character for a TV commercial. So for voiceover demo purposes, you could put your demo clip in either or both of these categories. In this episode, I'll go over advertising, commercials, and retail, what that covers, and the kind of jobs you can expect in this category. This is by far the most searched category on VoiceMe, with nearly 40% of all searches by clients on our site looking specifically for demos from artists for these kinds of projects. This category of voice is always about selling, promoting, or marketing a product or service. In other words, it has commercial content or intent. The client is advertising their product or service to people to get them to pay money for it. Most of the time, scripts will be short, durations of 30 to 90 seconds or less, but in some cases, like infomercials, for example, they could be longer and go into a lot more detail. Commercials, of course, are often voiceover driven, as the client must get their message across in a short amount of time. The perfect voice will resonate with a target audience by bringing the right tone and connection to the sales message. The right voice can even become synonymous with a brand, transforming it from just another name on the shelf to being so familiar to the customer that they ignore the competitors. Customers need to hear your client's message from a voice that's relatable and trustworthy. Psychology tells us that people trust those who are most like themselves, so age, gender, ethnicity, and accent are all important factors that clients will consider when choosing a voice to work with. When it comes to performing the script, you could be asked to voice it in many different styles and tones. Your main focus isn't necessarily going to be playing a character, but rather communicating a brand message to customers. You'll often hear direction like hard sell, soft sell, conversational, upbeat, announcer, authentic, natural, friendly, and informative. The nature of the actual product, service, or brand will most often determine the reading style you're asked to do. But of course, to sell the product or service, the voice should always be speaking with the audience in mind. The audience needs to hear your message that speaks to them, not just at them. There are many ways to set the tone for commercials, so voice artists must be versatile performers. You could be asked to be a weird, out-of-the-ordinary character for a children's toy one day and someone with a calm authority for a life insurance ad the next. A person's voice and the way that they speak is one of the first things that we notice about people. And it's the same for brands too. So voice artists have a lot of responsibility to carry, and it's important to get the tone and feeling right for your client's needs. Usage areas in advertising, commercials, and retail are vast, but most of the time the public is exposed to the ads at large. Things like broadcast radio, TV, cinema, internet, social media, in public locations like events or trade shows, in-store radio and TV, and some clients even put the ads on their phone systems to play while customers are on hold. And all of this boils down to one simple thing. You as the voice need to convince people to buy your client's products or services. And that's all for this week's episode. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and my support team at support@voiceme.co.za. Leave a comment here or give me a call on 0861 VoiceMe. That's 0861 864 2363 if you're in South Africa. And to sign up for a VoiceMe profile, register from the homepage at voiceme.co.za. As always, I strongly believe a constructive social environment for our users, whether they be artists, clients, producers, or talent agents, is highly beneficial for our industry. Like, follow, and engage with VoiceMe and each other on @VoiceMeSA on all social networks. If you like this episode, please like, share, subscribe, turn on automatic downloads, or click the bell icon to get notified so you don't miss our next one. I'm Andrew Sutherland, and that's it from me here at VoiceMe for this week. Cheers for now.